Welcome to Review Detective, guys. For those that are new to the channel, we test out various products and share with you our average user's point of view, which hopefully helps you make a more educated purchase. Now, when it comes to budget smartphones, there is always some kind of compromise for the low price you're paying. So in today's video, I'll tell you what those compromises are on the Samsung Galaxy A11. I'll tell you what features it has and ultimately if it's worth the price tag. As a quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored in any way and I bought the phone myself. With that said, inside the box you have the phone itself, which comes with an adaptive fast charger, a USB-C charging cable, and the SIM eject tool at the bottom. The first impression in hand is good and definitely doesn't scream out budget phone right away. It's only when you look closer at the plastic back cover, the Samsung sticker at the bottom, or the large bezels around the display that you realize this isn't anywhere close to a flagship smartphone. What's worse is that this large 6.4 inches display is not even full HD. At only 720p resolution, you can clearly see some pixelation in the smaller app icons and the colors feel somewhat washed out. In fact, the decision to go for a 720p resolution display is rather strange, considering the fact that you can actually record full HD videos with this phone, but you can't play them back in that resolution. Now, obviously it's not all bad. The Galaxy A11 has a big 4000 mAh battery, which lasts for about 24 hours. It has a really responsive fingerprint sensor. You can expand the storage capacity up to 512 GB with a micro SD card, and the phone supports adaptive fast charge. Additionally, I like how the light pulsates around the front-facing camera when it's trying to unlock the phone using Face ID, but that's not to say that the front-facing camera is any good. In fact, at 8 megapixels, it's surprisingly bad, as you can see from these pictures. In fact, the rear-facing camera is not much better. It uses a depth sensor on top, a main 13 megapixel camera in the middle, and a 5 megapixel ultra-wide angle at the bottom to ultimately deliver disappointing results. Now, the depth sensor means you can actually take pictures with a blurry background and manually adjust how much of it you want in your pictures, but here again I felt like it was a hit and miss situation. It's also worth mentioning that in video mode there is no optical image stabilization, so your videos will be somewhat shaky, especially when walking. Moving on, when using demanding apps, the phone can get quite sluggish and slow, which is not surprising since it only has 2 GB of RAM and an outdated Snapdragon 450 processor. In fact, much of the same can be said for gaming, as you'll experience lag with multiple power-intensive games. Now, you'll probably think I'm quite harsh on this phone considering it's only $159, but there are so many better alternatives out there in that price range. Take the Redmi Note 8 for example. It's only $170, has double the storage, double the RAM, a full HD screen, and an all-metal Gorilla Glass construction, and is just a better value for your money. In fact, if you're interested to know more, we have a 3-video series on the Redmi Note 8 smartphone, which I'll link in the video description. So with that said, don't fall for big brand names and shop around for better alternatives. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a thumbs up, it greatly supports the channel, subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you next Friday. Until then, Review Detective out.